President Trump's plan for Social Security has had a major impact on seniors, and the president has made 7 major changes to Social Security to help seniors with their benefits. We are 100 days into the Trump presidency. I am going to review these 7 big changes that the president has made to Social Security that is going to impact everybody. Some of these changes just happened this April. I'm going to bring you up to speed about that. And then there's breaking news out of the Social Security Administration. They've made one big change just a few days ago that is going to affect everyone and how you access your benefits. So let's talk about it. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a personal finance expert and an entrepreneur. I've been creating content to help seniors get the benefits they deserve for 15 years now. We've done content around Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and now we're doing video content. I am also an adjunct professor. I teach finance to graduate students at one of the most prestigious universities in the United States. If you are new here, I want you to hit the like button and the subscribe button because we do appreciate your support on this channel. And as always, I want to know where you're watching this video from. So go into the comment section and do me a favor. Let me know your city and your state. But let's get started. President Trump has been in office about 100 days, and he's made some sweeping changes to Social Security that are going to have lasting impact on the program and to help seniors with their benefits. So I'm going to review these changes. But before I do that, let's talk about this breaking news that came out of the Social Security Administration that they are making that is going to change the way you access your benefit. The Social Security Administration is rolling out one big feature that is sure to make a lot of people happy. I'm going to tell you why. This is another news headline. Social Security makes one big online-only change that will affect everyone. So what is this change? Well, they announced it on their website. The Social Security Administration is taking steps to provide a significant enhancement to my Social Security account holders by introducing a secure digital access to your Social Security number. This innovation is designed to provide American public with a modernized, secure, and accessible alternative to your traditional Social Security card. This has major implications for everybody in how you deliver your Social Security to whoever needs to see it. So let's talk about it. The Social Security Administration is launching a secure digital version of your Social Security number card, making it easier for everyone to access their information online. There is no more lost Social Security cards. With this change, you no longer need to worry about misplacing your physical Social Security number card, as your number will be accessible anytime through the My Social Security account. This digital feature is built to keep your personal information safe, reduce the risk of lost or stolen cards, and secure your Social Security number using modern technology. This affects everyone. Every Social Security recipient, including seniors and those on disability, will be impacted by this shift to digital access starting early this summer. So, what is this new Social Security number feature? Well, the new Social Security feature allows you to securely view your Social Security number through the My Social Security portal, available both on computers and mobile devices. And then there's no waiting in the mail. If you forgot your Social Security number or misplaced your card, you can instantly access your number online, avoiding the wait for replacement or by mail. This upgrade means you can display your Social Security number wherever you need it for non-Social Security matters without carrying a paper card. All you need is a Social Security account on the My Social Security website, which you can create online through ssa.gov. Now, why are they making this change? What is the reason behind this? Well, the Social Security Administration aims for a faster, more efficient service by reducing the need for in-person office visits and streamlining access to your information. By moving to a digital access, the Social Security Administration is committed to safeguarding your personal identifiable information and minimizing risk of theft. Feedback from beneficiaries highlighted the inconvenience of lost cards and long wait times to get a replacement, prompting the Social Security Administration to modernize its services. The change is part of several steps that SSA is taking to make its services more accessible and secure for all Americans. Now, how would this affect seniors and beneficiaries? Well, seniors and those on disability will no longer need to visit Social Security offices for lost card or forgotten Social Security number, saving time and effort. Digital access also lowers the chance that your Social Security number being lost or stolen, which can help protect you from identity theft and financial fraud. Having your Social Security number available online means you can quickly provide proof of your number when needed for healthcare, banking, and other services. And you may need help if you don't know how to log in online or you're not tech savvy. You may need help setting it up. But once it's set up, you have access to your Social Security number securely online. So what should you do next? If you don't have a Social Security account online, if you don't already have a My Social Security account, visit the Social Security website and set up one. It is ssa.gov. And then familiarize yourself with accessing your SSN online and reach out to Social Security Administration for support if you need help navigating the portal. Now, because this is happening, there's going to be a lot of people who try to take advantage of seniors when it comes to the Social Security number. So be cautious of unsolicited emails or calls from the Social Security Administration. They will not call you or email you about your Social Security number. Always access your account directly through their official website, which is ssa.gov. And tell your friends and family about this big change so that they can also benefit from this secure, convenient digital access to their Social Security information. So let me know what you think about this new digitized Social Security card. I mean, this is new and exciting. You can now view your Social Security card or number online in a secure fashion. Is this something that you are going to use, or do you prefer the paper card versus the electronic? Let me know your comments below. And then let's talk about President Trump's first 100 days and the huge changes he has made that are going to impact the Social Security program for a very long time. A lot of these are supposed to help seniors with their benefits in a positive way. So let's talk about it. So, Social Security Administration highlights key accomplishments in the first 100 days of the Trump administration. This is a press release that the SSA released, and that is where we're getting our information from. 2025 brings one of the most significant sets of updates to Social Security in recent memory. These changes aim to improve service, reduce fraud, and strengthen financial protections for seniors and people on disability. Every change discussed today affects your monthly benefits, eligibility, or the way you interact with Social Security. Understanding these updates helps you protect your finances and make informed decisions. The Social Security Administration is prioritizing better customer service and enhanced security features. This includes new anti-fraud tools that are going to impact how you interact with your benefits and technology upgrades to keep your information safe. By learning these updates, you can avoid common pitfalls, maximize your benefits, and safeguard your identity. So we're going to walk through each of them right now. The first one is the Social Security Fairness Act implementation. So the Social Security Administration has already paid $14.8 billion in retroactive payments to more than 2.2 million people affected by the WEP, which is the Windfall Elimination Provision, and the GPO, which is the Government Pension Offset. Most cases are already processed. So if you haven't received your money yet, your retroactive payment, about $6,000 on average, reach out to the Social Security Administration right now. Automation now handles most or majority of these payments, speeding up delivery and reducing delays. This means affected seniors are receiving old benefits sooner than previously expected. Now, the SSC also continues to provide updates and resources about the Social Security Fairness Act on their website. So if you want to stay informed, go to their website and their press page, and you will find information and the latest updates on the Social Security Fairness Act. For many, these changes result in higher monthly income and improve financial stability. This is especially important for those living on fixed income. They've paid about $6,000 on average to about 3 million people in retroactively going back to January 2024. And then on top of that, starting this month, you're going to get Social Security increases between $150 to $1,100, depending on your situation, all from the Social Security Fairness Act. This is a big deal. So if you are eligible and you haven't received your money yet, reach out to the Social Security Administration. And then there's a lot of money. One of the reasons President Trump has been focused on Social Security is to cut waste, abuse, and fraud. The SSA has identified more than $1 billion in cost avoidance for 2025 by streamlining their payroll, technology, and office operations. Efforts include reducing unnecessary expenses in contracts, travel, and printing. And they've also improved efficiency, with more reliable services for seniors and people with disabilities. And they are also committed to being responsible steward of public funds, meaning cutting costs, reducing waste, and abuse. So let's see how that played out. The SSA has recognized its workforce. They've pretty much laid off a lot of people, combining familiar functions and breaking down silos. This increases accountability and ensures staff are focused on the direct public service. And then it used to be that a lot of people were working remotely. All teleworking employees are now required to work in person full-time, improving service availability. Non-essential staff were offered options like early retirement or reassigned to frontline roles. Now, here's one big one. Despite rumors, the Social Security Administration, directly from their press release, has not permanently closed any local field offices in 2025. Temporary closures for repairs or emergencies are resolved quickly to keep in-person help accessible. So they've made a lot of announcement about closing offices, and then they are now saying that in 2025, no local field offices have been closed. Thousands of employees have been reassigned to offices with the greatest need, ensuring better services for beneficiaries. This means more support when you visit or call the Social Security Administration. And then there's been modernization of the telephone service. The SSA is rolling out modern telecommunication platforms to field offices, improving call management and answer rates. One of the complaints has been that when you call Social Security, it takes too long to speak to a human. Over 350 offices have already been upgraded, with full rollout expected by summer 2025. And then they're using AI, new artificial intelligence features, help answer routine questions through callers through common tasks. By about 30% of calls are now handled automatically by AI, reducing wait times. And then the improved phone system means you can get help quickly, whether by phone or in person. And then these upgrades are designed to make it easier for seniors and people with disability to access their information and support. Better technology leads to smoother experience. And then fraud prevention has been a big part of the Trump administration's work with the Social Security Administration, especially through DOGE. SSA has implemented advanced fraud detection systems to prevent fraud during the telephone claims process, analyzing accounts for suspicious activity. If irregularities are detected, in-person identity proofing is required to continue processing. And then the SSA continues to verify identities of all in-person claims, maintaining a high level of security. This helps prevent unauthorized access to your benefits. And then they focused a lot on educating you about scams and fraud. The SSA and its offices of Inspector General co-sponsored the 6th annual Slam the Scam Day to educate the public about Social Security imposter scams. These efforts help to reduce your loved ones getting involved or caught up in scams. Now, enhanced security measures keep your personal information and payments safe from fraudsters. So staying alert and informed is your best defense. So what you're doing now is part of the process. They've also improved data accuracy. SSA has strengthened procedures to identify records of individuals who are likely deceased due to age or incomplete death reports. This reduces the risk of fraudsters using outdated records to continue to claim Social Security benefits. You've heard about all this news about 100-year-olds getting Social Security, 150-year-olds getting Social Security. This is what those fraud measures are about. Updating implausibility old records is a key anti-fraud measure preventing criminals from using these identities. SSA has safeguards to avoid errors and can reinstate records if needed. To date, no living individual have been mistakenly removed from records during this process. SSA has a process in place to correct any potential mistakes. So a lot of anti-fraud measures are being implemented, but the Social Security Administration is saying that they also have measures in place to make sure that no living individual can be taken off the Social Security benefits. And if the mistake happened, they have a process to catch it and correct it. There's been a lot of news about overpayment. The Social Security Administration will increase the default overpayment withholding. This is big news if you are on Social Security and disability benefits and you are at risk of having an overpayment. Rather than taking 10% of your paycheck as before, they are now going to take 100%. This is big. It means that if you get a letter that you have a Social Security overpayment, they're going to cut off your benefits and use the money to pay all of what you owe until it's all paid back. This is expected to recover $7 billion over the next decade. In addition, the SSA has resumed the Treasury Offset Program for debts accrued before March 2020 after suspending collections during the pandemic. So now they are increasing collection activities, and they've already collected $2 billion in delinquent debt. These actions help maintain the financial health of the Social Security and SSI programs, and recovering overpayments and delinquent debt is one of those measures. So if you owe money to the Social Security Administration, you may see higher withholdings or offsets from your benefits. So it's important to make sure that if you are working and receiving Social Security or disability benefits, you are paying attention to the rules that affect your benefits. And then they are improving the accuracy of payroll information. SSA's new Payroll Information Exchange, or PIE, receive wage data directly from payroll providers. This reduces errors and improves the accuracy of benefit calculations. With more accurate wage data, SSA can prevent overpayments and underpayments. This protects your finances and reduces the risk of having to repay benefits later. Individuals no longer need to report wage changes as frequently as they used to because the PIE automates much of the process. This makes managing your benefits easier and less stressful. PIE is projected to save $11 billion for Social Security and SSDI payments and $1.8 billion in SSI payments over the next decade. That's a huge, huge improvement. And then they're expanding health IT and disability determinations. If you're on disability benefits, you're familiar with redeterminations and how complex that process is. The SSA is expanding partnerships with healthcare providers to receive medical records electronically. This speeds up disability determinations and reduces paperwork for all applicants. Electronic records save taxpayers money, over $500 million annually collecting medical records for more than 3 million disability applicants each year. That is a lot of money that's being saved by improving the health information collection process. Faster access to medical information means disability claims are processed more quickly, and this helps those in need get support sooner. And this improvement means less waiting and fewer delays for people applying for disability benefits. Seniors and those with urgent needs can benefit most from these changes. And then there's the Social Security number verification system. This is to prevent fraud. So SSA is improving the electronic consent-based Social Security number verification system, reducing operating costs by 40%. And they've upgraded more systems to help with that. So the HART supports fair hearings by providing reliable, timely transcript for appeals and reviews, so that if you're caught up in the Social Security appeals process, this is going to be a great help in getting you the help that you need so they can speed through that process and not have to wait months and years for your appeal to go through. And then they are raising scam awareness and enhancing transparency. The SSA and its Inspector General continue to raise public awareness about Social Security scams. SSA provides resources and tips to help you recognize and avoid scam. and they now publish performance data on their website about public scams to make sure that you know what the latest scams are so that you can avoid them, especially with phone calls and emails. So what's next? Stay informed. The Social Security Administration now publishes key performance data and updates on its website. This keeps you informed on how your benefits are being managed, and they continue to educate the public about scams. And the SSA is committed to keeping local offices open. Contrary to previous media reports, in-person helps remain available for those who need it the most. Remember, this is all information coming from that press release. This is coming directly from the Social Security Administration. This is their own words, and we're taking their word for it. SSA encourages feedback and questions from their beneficiaries. So if you have any questions, go to their website, fill out a form, or give them a call and let them know what you're thinking. Finally, let's talk about Medicare. I've been talking about this frequently because it's important if you're turning 65 and you don't know what to do about Medicare. I have great information for you. And if you're currently on Medicare and you're not happy because your plan is not the best that it could be, I have help. Remember, there are 24,000 Medicare plans out there nationwide. No wonder 90% of seniors are in the wrong plan because it's very, very hard to sort through these plans, understand what is in your area, what your doctor network is, which plans have the prescription medications that you want or can support it, and looking at all the plans and their restrictions and their costs, it can be overwhelming. Well, we have help. We've partnered with an amazing organization called Chapter Medicare. Their major goal is to make Medicare simple, to help you understand, choose, and use Medicare. And this is not people that just randomly started a company. It's coming from personal experience. One of the co-founders went through an experience with his own parents, watching them struggle to navigate signing up for Medicare and paying hundreds of dollars more than they should have paid. And he wanted to do something about it. And another one of their founders actually wrote a leading book about Medicare to help you understand how this works and explain to you what your options are so that you can make the best choice. So there's many reasons why we are partnering with Chapter, but one of the biggest ones is that they don't incentivize their licensed agents to push specific plans. They are there to advocate for you and not for the insurance company. That is a refreshing development because most of the times a lot of us feel that these advisors get on the phone and they're in the pocket of the insurance company. These guys are there to help you figure out the best plan for you. And you can see some of their agents here that I've pulled from their website. These are real humans you're going to be talking to when you call that number 539-205-2147. It is free to you. And here's what they will do for you. They will help you show you every Medicare plan in your area, including detailed information about doctors, specialists, prescription drugs, and hospitals that are covered under those plans, what the copays cost, and how the plans compare to traditional Medicare. And they can save you a lot of money, $1,100 a year on average. So if you want to avoid being part of the 90% of seniors that are in the wrong Medicare plan and are unhappy with their plan, call Chapter today or go to that website, askchapter.org/insider, or you can go to the description to this video. There's going to be a link there. You can fill a form out and they will reach out to you today. So call Chapter now. They're highly rated, A+ with the Better Business Bureau, lots of 5-star reviews online. And did I mention they can save you $1,100 a year? So we trust that they will do right by you, and that's why we're partnering with them. So give them a call. And finally, we have a newsletter. This is great news because a lot of you cannot keep up with all the changes that are happening with Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, in and out of Congress, all this activity. We want to bring you in one single place. So sign up for our newsletter. Go to this website, benefitsinsider.co/subscribe, or you can go to our YouTube channel, and at the top of the link in the description, you will see the link there. Click on it, fill out, put in your email address, and we will keep you informed so that you can stop missing out on your benefit that you've earned or changes that are happening that may impact your benefits in a negative way. So that is all I have for you today. I hope that this was helpful to you. If it did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.